What a game.
It did not disappoint, and I know this guy is not disappointed. Dak Prescott, the winning quarterback, will join us now on set.
Oh, man.
The longest home winning streak in the NFL goes to 40.
That's my quarterback. Longest home winning streak in the NFL.
There he is.
No Knots Woodworking. Shout out to you. Thank you.
Sherm a tissue.
Give Sherm a tissue. Damn.
Broke his heart. That's good.
Congratulations on a huge.
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness. Coming down to the end. How do you describe this?
I did, Karen. I just got you.
Obviously a close game. Had a lot of games here at home.
Oh, Karen, I'm going to be sending you something, Tony.
We've taken over on offense and ran away in the fourth quarter, but back and forth, down at halftime, down in the fourth quarter, and just able to make plays. Defense making stops. Us getting touchdowns when we need it. Huge game. Just coach always talks about taking a big chunk of confidence and moving forward. This is a big one for us.
But speaking of that confidence right now, I've never seen you play with this level of confidence, competency. Everything is on. You're on fire right now. You're in the zone. We talked about in the pregame show. What do you attribute that to, Mike McCarthy? We talked about those meetings you guys are having. What's been going on in there that has you playing like this?
Yeah, just clear communication. When he calls in a play, usually I kind of expect what play's coming in just from situationally, from those meetings that we've had throughout the week. We talk about play call and purpose. You know what he wants in a play call, and not only do I, the rest of the other 10 guys on the offense do as well. And so if you turn on the tape, guys are playing for each other, man. We really have a great bond, great brotherhood.
There we go.
Just one example, CD doesn't stay on the block and turns around at TP and just telling him my fault. And that just shows you that we're truly holding each other accountable and we care about each other's success, and can go a long way as long as we continue to build.
Well, talk about your two different halves of the season, because the first 6 games you had 6 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. This second 6 games you got 20 touchdowns, only 2 interceptions. You out there dealing.
MVP.
What's changed in that time?
Yeah, I think we've gotten the flow and just really figured out how we want to call this game, how Mike wants to call this game, how we want to play, how we want to attack it on offense. Receivers are really getting open. They're working their tails off, and they're playing above the 2.3, as we say. Once the initial play, if it doesn't work, we're scrambling. A lot of big plays are coming from that. So guys are just really at it, trying to make plays, and it's been fun. Mike just fires them off the play sheet, and we know the purpose in it. And yeah, definitely a tale of two different halves.
Man's on fire. But look, winning 3 games over 11 days,
MVP.
That's a challenge, and we know what it wears on a football team. And we all know the road ahead, the schedule ahead, loaded with a lot of great competition, playoff-type teams and atmospheres. What's really the mindset?
Floyd, shout out to you.
A weekend to kind of get yourself together, and you know the stretch is left in front of you.
Yeah, I mean, get ourselves healthy, enjoy this weekend, and then as you said, looking at the games coming up, let's focus on them one at a time.
Amen on that, Howard.
Philly team went up there, lost a close one against them. Knowing that we get them here is great, but at the end of the day, we've got to come prepared. We've got to build in this week and this time that we have off to make sure that we're going to play our best ball against these guys. And that's what's so great about this win. Close win, different than what the outcome was out of Philly. So planning to keep this win streak rolling at home.
Those are some fun chants there, Dak. Little MVP chant.
I take it.
They're not wrong. Hey, one thing that Wick said in the pregame, and something
They're not wrong.
Is you're using your legs. I feel like you got away from that.
Here we go.
It's really helped you this year. Is that something that's been emphasized? Is that something you saw in your game you need to do a little bit more of?
Yeah, following the Niners game, obviously a lot didn't go our way. A lot went wrong, and then I look back at that game and say, what more could I do? I mean, honestly, if you go back, I liked my reads. I liked kind of where I went, other than obviously those interceptions. But I said, I've got to extend plays more. I've got to use my legs, and honestly, that's the way that I grew up playing this game. That's when I feel most free, and so. Yeah, it was a little bit of a conscious effort to use my legs, and if the initial play's not there, make sure the line knows, hey, just give me a chance. Stay on your guy. Guys downfield, y'all get open, second reaction, and it's been helpful for me.
There was the one play where it looked like you were obviously sacked, where Daryl Taylor had you out of grasp, and you get out of it.
He was celebrating.
I thought it was done. And you got out of there and still made a play down the field. Is that something y'all actively practicing day in and day out, or is it just a feel in each day?
No, credit to Mike, credit to the coaching staff, as we do
I'm
practice
just that bad.
And it's a fast break offense in a sense, so you want to practice it. It's a little bit of a feel in my sense of being able to get out of some of those tackles and extend the play, but for the receivers to know where they need to go up or where they need to come back down, finding the lanes. That is practice. It's something that we repeat and rep all the time.
Let's talk about guys making plays. Walk me through standing on the sideline, 4th and 2, and Micah goes unblocked and just ends the game in true Micah Parsons fashion.
That's Micah Parsons. Great player, step up in big time situations and in big time games. And no surprise, he did it out there Monday night in LA, and no difference than this right now. Defense needs a play. You can count on Micah.
So Dak, I got a new favorite player, Ferguson.
Fergalicious.
Man, star out of this guy tonight. I'm so glad he was able to do that. Talk to me about him, his grit, the way he's catching the ball in his hands.
Sherman needs big.
You just said it there, his grit, his mentality. Dude's crazy.
He's got a little swag.
A lot of swag to him, a lot of swag, a little bit of craziness. It's a fine line. He's like, hey, don't let me go too far. So I got a little string on him. But, go out there, be the enforcer. But you want that as a tight end. You want a guy that can definitely get dirty, but have some swag, be able to catch some passes, go get more, finish runs. He's talented, young guy, bright future ahead of him.
What about Dak, the emergency of CD? I mean, you've obviously seen this relationship over the last few weeks. He's been explosive. You've been on fire. This relationship seems to just keep growing and growing every week. What has that meant to you?
It means a lot. CD, we put a lot of work into this thing. Everybody knows I have a field in my backyard, and back to the moment April comes, we're in the backyard, we're getting it, we're throwing. Me and CD, sometimes other receivers come over. Trips that we take, so it didn't start off the way we wanted, and once again, it could be getting in the rhythm of the play call and how we want to attack. But I know how special that guy is. Catches like that. He's talented. He's the best. You look around the league, watch what he does with the ball in his hand on reverses, arounds, screens, down the field. It's hard not to say he's the best in the game.
I didn't know you had a field in your backyard. You
didn't?
I didn't know that.
That's a big
You didn't know that? How do you not know
Best
that?
in the backyard.
50-yard field.
The longest active
Did it start
winning
with
streak
COVID?
at
Yep.
home just improved to 14 games. What can you say about this place and those fans?
Yeah, these fans are awesome. Cowboys Nation, they show up. Whether we're home, whether we're on the road, they're going to make sure that their presence is known. And most importantly, we need them to go 15 straight. So looking forward to that.
You mentioned presents.
Oh.
This is a different present, but every guy up here has a daughter, and now you're expecting one. So I went to the mall today, guys. I picked this out on
man.
behalf of
See,
all
this
of
is how you do it.
TNF,
It's from
because
us.
I had trusted my choice in girls' clothes. But we couldn't be happier for you.
Oh, thank you.
Congratulations, and I know that you said that you now have this like different kind of swag, knowing you're going to be a girl dad. Describe that for us.
I'm blessed. I really am. Just to be a father, welcome a little girl.
Welcome,
Everybody knows
Teco
my
Romas.
love and my relationship with my mom. So to be able to welcome a little girl into this world, I'm excited. I really am. And
Do we have a name yet? Is there
we do have a name, but
We're not going to.
Yeah.
Always looking for the news.
Some people like to tell the names.
TMZ Tony.
Yeah, I'm sure sooner or later. But
Jack, before we let you go and celebrate this victory, you will walk away tonight and learn what about your squad?
resiliency and just trust and belief in one
Amen.
another. That was why this game was so important. Close game, back and forth, down in the fourth. To be able to overcome that, get this win. This team's ready to fight, and our brotherhood is real. And so we've got to continue to use that.
I got to ask a question. I'm sorry. I've been getting texts all night because I don't know the answer. Maybe these guys already know. The cadence of the snap. Here we go.
Here we go.
And I can't get it out of my head, by the way. Here we go all night.
It's a song about it now. It's taking off. Really, we just wanted to make sure that we're all getting off on the same. Use the cadence to our ability, and the linemen wanted a little something before, I guess. For me, really, it's to tell them, hey, stop the communicating. Here we go.
Those linemen always requesting
You
things.
that made it up, or was it McCarthy, or was it?
I think it was the coaches.
Here we go.
I think it was the coaches. Yeah, early in the
That
offseason,
sounds awesome.
and
Sounds good.
they're getting together, and I'm like, we're starting off like this. It's going to be a long offseason.
Okay, then do a walk-off cadence to get us out of here.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Here we go.
You're the best. Thank you so much, Dak. Congrats on the
Blazing
W.
Wolf.
Dak Prescott, winning quarterback tonight with a 41-35 victory over the Seattle Seahawks.
That's my quarterback. That's my teammate. And if you say anything about him, it's not fair.